Daniel, you better let up on the eavesdropping in this store and all the gossip, or you'll be sorry.
By the sheer volume of that customer's voice and his demanding tone, I knew it must have been a Roman buyer from the governor's house. What is such expensive cloth useful in the governor's house?
Your uncle believes the purple cloth is used specifically to mock the prisoners.
That's what my friend Joshua claims. He says he's even seen the soldiers.
You mean that you have been spying, don't you, Daniel?
Not exactly. Joshua has seen the soldiers flogging prisoners accused of insurrection. After the Romans are done whipping the prisoners, they drape a purple robe on them.
How hideous!
Daniel, these are stories, rumors.
Father, I tell you that Joshua witnessed this with his own eyes.
Your father's claws should never be used to torture Rome's prisoners.
Yet it is a master weaver's job only to bind the cloth together and sell it, is it not? If I made it my business to know, I cannot bear to continue my work. So far, the business arrangements we have with many customers end and they walk out the doors with my purse heavy.
It is time for you to complete your household chores. Your father and I will solve the world's problems together. You are too young to worry about this. Now go. My dear, do you believe our son's hell?
It's not our fault. I'm only the master weaver. We don't create this fabric to be used for evil. The fabric linens are neither good nor bad. Only the people who touch the cloth and are touched by it determine its true destiny and final fate.
Good day, Asher. How's the master weaver?
Excellent. But I just sold some cloth to you only a few weeks back. Don't tell me you've had a problem or snag already.
Not with your fabric. Never. I did, however, involve myself in last week's procession when the famous rabbi entered Jerusalem.
I heard about the rabbi's grand entrance.
You should have been a part of the crowd. People cut their branches and they laid them on the road Jesus took. Others of us who had means removed our cloaks and spread them before Jesus as if he were a king. It was thrilling.
So your coat was trampled by people or donkey?
Both. The street was so clogged that Jesus, the son of David, could barely make his way through the city.
That sounds like quite an entrance.
Well, many among us believe Jesus is the Messiah, God's promised one. But disturbing news just arrived. He was arrested last night and taken before the Sanhedrin.
Oh, terrible! Surely he will be released.
Latest words say that Jesus has been handed over to Pilate, charged with claiming to be the king of the Jews.
Oh, Asher, you know what that means?
That our Messiah doesn't have long to live.
I fear as much. I wish God could perform a miracle here, but we've seen too many of our own men die upon Roman crosses.
I couldn't help but overhear the news of Jesus. He's been accused of insurrection.
This is my son Daniel, my apprentice. He's quite curious, interested in these matters.
Daniel, Asher could be correct. If Jesus appears before Pilate, then all may be lost. Rome doesn't tolerate anyone who claims to be the leader of the Jews.
I wonder if the soldiers will play the mocking game with Jesus. He doesn't deserve it.
Some of my contacts claim that Jesus was recently seen adorned with a crown of thorns atop his bleeding head and a purple robe across his scarred back.
Father, that could be ashcloth upon his back.
We have no way of knowing that, Daniel. Don't come to conclusions.
Yes, Rome has several master weavers in their circle.
But it is possible it could have come from this very shop.
It's not my fault or problem if the cloth leaves the premises.
Isn't it, Father? Shouldn't we try to prevent the suffering of innocent people because of our majestic purple cloth?
Daniel, you're overstepping your bounds. Show some respect for your father.
Who else will suffer by our hands? We should refuse to create any more purple cloth for Rome.
Daniel, you may be excused.
But Father,
I must conclude my business. Go now. Dinner will be soon. Forgive our strong emotions over the events concerning Jesus.
Your son is wise for his age.
I agree. For years I have justified what I create and how I make a living. With your words and Daniel's accusations, I know I played a role as well in Jesus' suffering and suffering of many innocents. Perhaps Rome is first as last purple philosopher. I'll just have to think of another way to pay my bills.